going to run through academics briefly so we can get to the real shit, because the truth of the matter is, it's not much to be said about academics, right? It's not much to be said about academics. Here's the reality with academics. He got banned on Twitch, as he should. Good for him. Good for him. I respect Twitch for having the back of that little boy that he was violating like that. I stand on that. I don't care how academics feel. He's totally wrong. And the reality of it is that act numbers, YouTube didn't ban him yet, but his numbers is showing. All of that going live with 20,000 people watching him, it's not happening right now. That nigga, the nigga's numbers is showing. And it's not even about that for me. What it's about.
And last thing on this whole situation, after this, I'm done talking about it. Like, literally, we're just going to play these clips. Joe Budden, Hassan, Campbell, violating DJ Akademiks for getting banned on Twitch. We're just going to play those clips. I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Look, I got through the intro. Let Hassan play. Look, I'm just going to say this to say it right now. Honestly, if we're going to hang Act, we got to hang all of them. We got to hang all of them. If we're going to hang Act, we got to hang all. Kai, Speed. Y'all know how Kai got on? Y'all know how Speed got on? Doing the shit that they were doing while kids were watching? I'm sure it was some adults in there. I'm not saying all of them were minors, but the majority were. And, like, we didn't call it weird. We just saw it as them being entertaining. Now, yes, this was a private moment that Act was having, or a private chat, or a private Discord group call, whatever they was doing. Private Discord spaces. I don't know what they do on Discord. Whatever was going on over there. Yeah, that was the moment that they were having. But at the end of the day, it was just a jest. It was just, they were joking. I don't think Act really wants him to suck Black Boy Max's dick or get with his sister. I don't think Act wants that to happen. I just think he was testing and teasing the kid for being such a big Black Boy Max fan. Like, why is it so hard for us to wrap our heads around that? I don't know. But like I said, this is coming off as me defending him. And I'm like, no, I'm not defending him. He said some weird shit. But god damn, bro. I'm just done. I'm done talking about this. This is a wrap for me. This is it. I don't get it. Well, I get it. I know what it is too. Yeah, I do get it. I'm just being reluctant at this point to want to say it, but fuck it, I'll say it because I do get it. This is a smear campaign. Somebody's trying to get Act the fuck up out of here, and whatever they're doing, they're making it work. They're doing a great job of it because everybody's piling on. Everybody's getting their 2 cents in on this one. No one gives a fuck about whether it was justified, the truth, the rationale of it, the context. No one cares. The clips we heard were nasty. And I agree, the clips we heard were fucking nasty, and out of context sounds crazy. But with context and understanding who the kid is, what was going on, where they were at, how this came about, anybody who's been in Discord or understands that fucking culture would know that that's how they are in there. Kids and all. And that's what I'm saying. If we want to go PG, then let's fucking go PG then. Let's go PG. Let's go. We need to turn the internet into the Vince McMahon era of fucking WWE. The PG era. This needs to be the PG era of the fucking internet. I don't want to hear Speed cussing. I don't want to hear Kai cussing. I don't want to see no sexual innuendos from none of that. I don't want to see none of that. None of that. It's a wrap. Wrap it up. No OnlyFans. I don't want to see none of that. As soon as we see it, we get them the fuck up out of here. Like we get Act the fuck up out of here. Okay, we can all agree to that. I'm with it.
Is the principle of the fact that when you listen to Akademiks, him talk to that little boy, he shows you that he has no boundaries with children. And that's dangerous. He has no boundaries with children, to even be able to talk to a child like that, and a child has to remind you and put you in your place. I already did a live on Akademiks on my Raw and Uncut channel, and I know a lot of y'all didn't get the notifications or whatever the case because they ain't sending the notifications out. But I already did a whole live talking about this. But now, you know, it's good to see Twitch has put their foot down. They kicked him off of their platform, and he lost wild sponsors, as he should. The only thing that got me sitting up there puzzled, but I'm really not that puzzled because I had to learn, you know, for myself. Everybody, like when you build a following, everybody's not going to jump ship. Some people is cool with what Akademiks said to that little boy. Some people don't have no problem with what Akademiks said to that little boy because they would do the same thing. And it's just simple. I ain't got to sit up there and go back and forth on Akademiks because I don't hate Ak. I thought me and Ak was very, very cool until I seen him making videos about me when I got shot. Like he thought the shit was funny. You see a nigga have a mental breakdown. Like for me, myself, you know, I know people that couldn't even watch the video because they love me too much. Even some of my supporters that's been following me for years, they said, yo, they can't even watch that because it made them cringe and it made them cry. So when you sitting up there and you laughing and you think it's something funny, like, nah, nigga, I didn't think nothing was funny about that. I was going through something. I was spiraling. On top of the fact that let's keep it all the way funky, right? Because a lot of people were like, yo, you foul, you doing act wrong. Like, nigga, do y'all understand? When I got drunk on his platform, because that last show we did together, that was a 5-hour goddamn show. And I'm sitting up there and, you know, I get emotional. I get teary-eyed. He puts out the worst footage of me on that live and didn't put out none of the rest of the footage. That was one of the most powerful shows that we did. The third time that I did Akademiks, he put out some of the worst footage, and he did that shit deliberately, thinking that I can't see him, that I'm watching you. I'm watching your corny little fat ass. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm seeing you. Me and this nigga supposed to be doing podcasts and business together. But then I sit back and watch him sit up there and sign a deal with Troy Ave. And I'm like, look at this shit. Interesting. Me and this nigga supposed to be doing shows together, but he tried to replace me with Charleston White. But him and Charleston White, it's a lot of things that I didn't even tell y'all because I didn't even care. I just sat back and I kept watching. But this ain't personal with me. It ain't personal with me. The fact that he sat up there and told me straight up and down, me and this nigga on the phone, yeah, they're going to take your channel. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to start playing with your channel. They're going to take your monetization. Then they're going to fade you out. Nigga, how you knew they was going to do that to me step by step? What meeting did you have with who? Who told you they was going to do that to me? And why would they tell you out of all people? I'm just letting you know who you was talking to behind the scenes at YouTube. My platform was getting so big. My numbers, see, they wasn't letting my platform grow because my numbers stayed the same. All these big platforms, I'd have been on Tasha K. I'd have been on Queen's Flips. I'd have been on Star. I'd have been on, but even after that, Tasha K, Vlad, Adam 22, Akademiks 3 times, and a few other platforms. I'd have been all big platforms. My numbers didn't change at all. But yet every day I'm sitting up there doing 100,000 views in less than 10 hours on every video. And then, boom, voila. So for me, listen, man, I got shot in the projects drunk, throwing a rant over Cassie, getting $30 million because I'm just sitting up there bugging like, so y'all only care about celebrities? Or better yet, in this situation, and shout out to Twitch for putting a firm foot down on Akademiks because the reality of it is he needs to learn a lesson. You can't play with kids like that, my nigga. But the sad part about it is it doesn't matter to me that Twitch, that they cancel him. That don't matter to me because the fact remains that I know now what I know no matter what, Akademiks got an eye for them youngins. He showed that. He has no respect for their boundaries. He don't look at them as children. He look at them the way he was talking to Shorty, with lust. And that's the shit that I can't sit with.
Yeah, you already playing all the shit back.
They saying Ak has been permanently banned from Twitch.
I saw that.
I just saw that, yeah.
They're also saying that Steak unfollowed him. I haven't fact-checked these things, but just a quick peruse on the phone said that just now.
Damn.
Wow.
Yikes. That's ugly.
Yeah.
What does banned from Twitch mean? See, I'm not familiar with Twitch.
What's banned from Instagram?
Can't use it no more.
Same
That's
shit.
usually
Can't
what
stream.
banned
Can't do
That's
nothing.
it. You're done.
You could ban me from using Twitch?
It's a platform.
Yeah, to take your
But
account.
the account that
No,
that
but
you,
he had, I think, some type of special
Yeah.
deal with them.
the account
And I've had a deal with Twitch, and it's in that contract where they can. There's certain shit if any of this happened, it's like how we talk about the morals clause and a lot of stuff. I know this is done.
Hey, yo, same thing with me.
Yeah.
They had special rules in my shit because I told them I'm gonna go on the edge. You know what I mean? But
What I will say about that, actually, he put on a masterclass in how to not handle something. He did eventually come around
yeah,
and say the right things and apologize, and I was wrong, and we got to be held accountable, and us streamers have a large audience, so we got to love the kids and be kind. He did all of that, but it was
After the fact.
It was after he said some other things, and part of the other things was, what the fuck y'all gonna do, cancel me? You can't.
can't cancel something that you didn't help build.
Which
you didn't build.
I guess might be true if you're talking about fans, but it's not true when you're talking about companies. You can ask the Fresh and Fit niggas when they got demonetized off of YouTube, and it's a thing. So you
Shit, Ye said that. Adidas, what they gonna do? They can't get rid of me. And then they got rid of him.
But he ended up,
I'm just saying, companies.
yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
you
go
can
around
still-
challenging companies.
Right.
I wouldn't be double daring companies to cancel me.
People just be thinking like Joe just said. When you speak of cancellation, you're talking to the crowd. Like, y'all don't have the power to do nothing to me, not realizing that there are some people out there that still got some power.
And the companies react off the people.
yeah.
Enough noise make them.
Enough of that noise. Y'all think that these companies are not reading tweets and checking the temperament on some of them contracts they got? You are wrong. Let me be the one to tell you.
There's a bigger message here, and I fuck with Axe, so I'm gonna be mindful.
That's the downside to having that kind of stan culture fan. The downside is they standing for whatever your action is. So if it's bad and they put enough noise on it, the people that you in bed with that wouldn't have seen it, they see it. Now, go ahead. What are you saying, Flip?
No, so the bigger message is that, how, because they use the certain words like grooming and stuff like that. They're just using these words that is foreign to us. And I hate to say where we come from or how we grew up, and not making an excuse, but you are a product of your environment, meaning that when it comes to teenage boys or whatever, we encourage them to, yo, get that girl or do that. We had those conversations. It's been like that since the older niggas around me did it with me. I did it with my son, you know what I mean? Not saying that it's right, it is wrong. Now
If you acknowledge it as wrong, then what are you saying?
I'm acknowledging that it's wrong, but I'm saying that it's not foreign. That behavior. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not new. You know what I mean? Like, if of course,
Great.
that's what I'm saying. I think it's wrong.
So we're
100%.
in a place today where that behavior is being checked and people are being educated on things.
And I agree.
Then there's
But you have to learn it.
consequences.
There
I think
are
that's a great
consequences. Yeah, and you have to learn in real time. See, everybody act like they smart and they fucking overnight they learn how to abide by society rules and shit like that and what's right and wrong. You have to learn in real time when you're taught something, especially niggas from the Caribbean. Like, these things are, like, you have to acknowledge that nobody wants to go to the source of things. They just want to point and laugh and blame. And I'm not saying anything with Ack. I'm not even co-signing him.
Ack was wrong.
He's cool. He was 100% wrong.
Dead wrong.
100% wrong. Period. Point blank, especially if the young man is saying what he's saying. I've seen things like that. That's what I'm saying. I've seen
And
it.
it's cool to be wrong and then go sit with it by yourself.
Yeah, don't be wrong and strong. That's what.
Or if you want to be wrong and strong, you don't have to put a camera on.
Got it.
You don't have to live stream you in your learning process.
Got it. Yeah.
You don't. You could take that. You could take that privately.
But
Deal with
you know
that.
what happens?
think
You know
of
what
it as-
happens there though? You kind of become a victim of your brand. Like, that's his brand of
To be-
cutting my camera on and giving y'all whatever I think about everything right now.
His brand is not speaking to 15-year-old boys like that.
No.
Exactly.
No,
Correct. I'm not. I'm talking about. You said you don't have to learn in real time with the camera on. I think that's part of his brand, though. Whatever I'm experiencing or whatever I'm talking about,
that's what I'm saying.
I have to cut the camera on. Like, again, this is a different generation. They
tough.
don't know how to turn the cameras off.
Unlearn it.
And you learn in real
Unlearn
time.
it. I'm not here to fucking preach.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to preach to nobody. It's difficult to unlearn things.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is a habit and a tendency where, hey, I'm living my life in front of the camera, so they're just going to see it. I invented that, actually.
Yeah, but the difference between you is you also knew a world before that. There's a lot of people
all they
today
know is this. Yeah.
they don't know the world to exist without it.
Exactly, Ice.
Like, I sit there and be like, yo, I'm not even talking about the act. I'm just in general. I'd be like, yo, why do y'all come to the internet and broadcast every second of your lives? You're not that important. We don't give a fuck. But to
They've
them,
been paid to.
I'm not even talking about those who are getting paid to. It's people who ain't making $1 off of this that chronicle, that puts every detail of their life on the internet. This is the world that they know. Yeah. There is no world where we don't. If I can't talk about it or show it, it didn't even happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a law that they abide by. We don't, because we knew the world before that. So it's like, I try to give. Again, I'm not talking about act. I'm with y'all. I think he's just 100% wrong in that. And I'm glad that he finally did understand and address it and handle it the proper way. But I'm just saying, in general, people don't know how to turn that camera. That's the only life they have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when it becomes, like, when you do something and it's normal for you and you normalize it,
it creates like this echo chamber where you just can't see any kind of like alternate reality past the one that you've created for yourself. And so you set the rules inside of that reality.
Until reality hits you.
Yes.
Until things like that happen.
Exactly. Until real world consequences.
I'm sorry,
happen.
when you done job with...
And where some of us come from, to me, is not an excuse to groom. Like to say, I don't really know what that is. Okay, I understand that and I receive that. I ain't gonna pretend like I really knew all the ins and outs about what grooming is either. But I also identified that there's plenty of grown men running around here not knowing that they were abused.
Exactly.
Not knowing that they were molested. Mm-hmm. That's not knowing that they were targeted by the, I don't want to trigger nobody, but yeah. So if we're not going to know what those things are, I wouldn't expect people to know what grooming are. And yes, if now's the time to have that conversation so everybody could sit and learn together, the people that need it.
Correct.
Then I clap for that.
I'm with you.
Word. True.
Yeah, round of applause.
And you know, the people that when you give pushback, they're going to say, oh, you co-sign or you making excuses for act. No, I'm not. I want to be extremely clear when I say, listening to it, understanding it, he was wrong. And he acknowledged that. I'm saying that behavior isn't foreign when it comes to teenage boys. Not the other shit about the joke around shit, but it's not foreign when you're like, yo, get that girl, or hey, yo, you having those conversations.
That's misguided, because teenage boys are not a monolith.
Okay.
Teenage boys don't cover the spectrum of teenage boys.
Gotcha.
Apparently, this young dude, and shout out to him, he sounded pretty intelligent.
Yes, he did.
Handled himself well in that stressful environment. But he's from another country somewhere, third world country, no parents, no friends, just from what I'm hearing. So that's not the same as the teenage boy from the hood that got OGs. And
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to.
A little more experienced in hearing that type of talk or handling. That still don't make it okay.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm referring to.
It's apples and oranges.
I got
We
it.
can't just put all teenage boys in the same boat.
And it's a hard lesson.
And as an adult, I would hope you learn, listen, you shouldn't, this is wrong. This is wrong.
That's the underlying part right there. Like,
so if you crack a joke,
a
joke and ask your 17-year-old brothers, yo, you fucking girls yet?
I'm not cracking a joke. That's not a joke. I'm asking my little brothers what's happening with you sexually.
Yeah.
It's not a joking matter.
So that I can educate you or guide you.
I ain't cracking on them.
The case
Yo, you
may be.
fucking. Like, let's talk about it. Where are you doing this? How are you doing this?
Yes.
Are you being safe? I'm not doing. You ain't getting no pussy. You gay? Like all that shit they did in the '90s.
Nah, yeah, but yeah.
You know, it was
90s shit.
it was a dude that came under fire, the rapper. I'm not gonna say his name, but I forget how old his son was a teenager, and he was like, "Yo, I went and got some girls
I remember that.
and paid them
That was wild.
That was wild.
to get them right." And he thought he saw nothing wrong with that. It's people just fucked up and don't even realize that they've been fucked up, and they passing it on.
You have to go to the root of the problem, and like Joe said, you have to unlearn things. Just unlearn it, get educated, so that can't happen again. Now, anybody do something like that, even me, if I go crack a joke with Nico, like now I know how that comes off and how it looks.
Listen, you hug somebody the wrong way, there's a word for it.
Yeah, it's a charge today.
Yeah. So I feel like that is everyone's job and responsibility to go and learn what some of these phrases and terms and words mean. 1, 2, if you're blessed enough and privileged enough to make your living as a content creator, then it's your job and responsibility at a much higher clip.
That's a fact.
Right.
To go and understand what all of this stuff is.
And it ain't just in that world. Like again, like you mentioned the hug. Shit used to happen in corporate that people did not know was wrong until it became a thing. Like, oh shit, we can't do that. Oh shit, we can. And now look at today, people are moving accordingly for the most part.
And if the 15-year-old is sitting there telling you, "Hey,
I
this
agree
is
with
wrong.
that.
This is grooming. I'm uncomfortable. You're gonna put us in a case."
Yeah.
Then it's probably the time. It's probably the time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep. Either way, what Ak said was weird. He shouldn't have said that. But if he was just joking, I think everybody's overreacting. I don't think he had any intentions to really groom this 15-year-old child in Palestine. I just don't. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I'm sure you're going to get in the comments and tell me. I'm sure you already told me, Michael, you're stupid. I'm sure you said it, and that's fine. I'm fine with taking whatever arrows I had to take for this one, but I just know this much. I stand on my 2 feet, because them the only 2 feet I've been standing on my entire life. My 2 feet. Only shoes I feel are mine. So regardless of it, at the end of the day, this is my genuine opinion. It's going to always be my genuine opinion, no matter what it is. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything to be on a certain side to get more views and likes and comments and subscribers. I'm never going to be against a certain thing to get more likes, subscribers, and comments. No. I'm going to always just give you my true self. And that is, I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Shout out to scammers scamming, the hoes hoeing, the thoughts thotting, the potters potting, the streamers streaming. Peace.